Good morning, people. Welcome to the short video. Just a quick update. Very interesting over the last couple of days. Dow below 12,000 for the very first time in a long time. The Fed announced new money surpluses to go into the market, $230 billion if you're unaware. Oil now up at $110 a barrel with the news announcements of some of the oil come through last night. And also the last couple of days, Dow actually went up 400 points, which hasn't happened in 5 years. Very interesting. So what I will do for you is go into just a little bit more detail on what's happening on the market at the moment. As I've previously stated, gold and oil still going up quite considerably. Obviously they might come back and step back a little bit over the coming weeks to months, but I think still a very solid investment. You've had the recent announcement of Ben Bernanke. He's put more money, basically printing more money, very bad, $230 billion into the market, and he basically is out of control. I can't see how it's going to be a benefit for the US economy just printing off money and putting it in there. You're going to send inflation sky high. It's not good for the world, and I think Ben Bernanke is out of control. You can't keep printing money and putting it into the system. You just can't. It'll cause the dollar to go down, which it already has, and will further collapse. It'll cause a recession that we're already in, and the recession, seriously, it'll get worse. It'll get a lot worse, if anything. That's why previously I've stated that this recession, yes, it's going to be one of the worst recessions we've had in a long time. And further down the track, in the next 12-24 months, it will lead into a depression. That's how really bad this situation is. It's getting out of hand. A collapsing dollar, put it this way, when the dollar collapses, things that you wouldn't even think get affected. A collapsing dollar is just not good for the US. It's not good for the whole entire world. Some of the actual research that I've been doing, and the dollar crashing at the moment, it's exactly similar to what happened back in the 1970s. There was a collapse of the dollar. There was a small recession. It caused inflation to skyrocket, and it was very bad. It was very bad. It took a long time to recover, and there was actually a new set of rule makers, or there was a new Fed brought in, and they had to increase the interest rates to 20%. And it had to put it up to 20% just to solve the problem. That's how bad it was. And seriously, I fear it's going to be the same sort of situation, or we're looking at the same sort of situation right now this year. Yes, the rates have come right down, and they might even come down a little bit more, but eventually you'll see the rates go up to 4% or 5%, 6 to 7 to 10%. Yes, and if it gets any worse, someone will actually have to raise the interest rates to 20%. That's how bad that things will be further down the track if something is not done right now. Realistically, if you break it down to one thing, Ben Bernanke, all he's really doing is trying to avoid the recession. Impossible. Already here, you'd have to take absolutely drastic measures to avoid the recession and send it the other way, which they're trying. They've got a few little tricks up their sleeve, but guess what? They ain't gonna work. And look, you know what? It's actually going to cost the US more if they try and avoid this recession than if they were actually to let it ride out and let it be. Let it play its course, let it ride itself out, and then after a while things will sort itself out and we'll go back to square one. But all I know now that things are heating up just like they did back in the 70s, and this recession is going to not just be pretty bad, it's going to be awful, and it's going to be a catastrophe. I can see it coming down the track right now. Hopefully you're taking some of my advice. Short the banks, short investment banks, insurance groups, stuff like that. And obviously you're seeing people hedge against the market drop, and where are they putting their money? It's going into gold, silver, oil. Silver's a very good investment at the moment before that keeps going up. It's come back a little tiny bit, but I think silver and some of the other commodities are a very good investment, very strong, and if you invest in these, you'll make a lot of money in the next couple of years, that's for sure. Another good point there is I've been telling people to buy oil since about the $92, $93 mark. Yes, okay, it's gone up to $110. Wow, fantastic. But obviously, I mean, it's skyrocketing pretty quickly. I'd expect it to drop back a little bit. If it does, I mean, make a buying opportunity of it. Obviously, I can still see oil going right up past the $180 mark. Gold too hasn't actually hit $1,000, been very close, but eventually, yes, soon it will get up there and go flying through. Another interesting area, if you really stuck for places to look, well, I would go for some of the major commodity indexes or individual commodities themselves. You know, you've got things like the agricultural sectors that are really strong, but if America goes through a really rough time, i.e. a bad recession or depression, some of the agricultural businesses will do really well. So if you're wanting to look for something in that area, I would go for individual commodities like, you know, your sugar, your grain, your wheat, your rice, that sort of thing. Cotton, they'll do really well in the coming months, years. So thanks very much for listening today. Just a few of my updated opinions there. Hopefully you've got a bit out of today. Otherwise, if you haven't, you can send me a message if you want. But I expect the market to collapse even further. That's seriously what's going to happen. So yeah, very interesting times, but we'll see more of it. So stay with me and enjoy some of the other stuff that you get. But in the meantime, look, enjoy yourself. Have a great day. I'll keep you posted, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.